Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the shrimp boat on Amazon Books.
Poutine, poutine, poutine. Ready for a bonus? Let's go. Classic poutine ingredients. 2 pounds is russet potatoes cut into fries. 1 cup cheese curds. 2 cups beef gravy. Vegetable oil for frying. Salt to taste. Pulled pork poutine ingredients. 2 pounds is russet potatoes cut into fries. 1 cup cheese curds. 2 cups beef gravy. 1 cup pulled pork. BBQ sauce for drizzling. Vegetable oil for frying. Salt to taste. Buffalo chicken poutine ingredients. 2 pounds is russet potatoes cut into fries. 1 cup cheese curds. 2 cups beef gravy. 1 cup cooked chicken, shredded. 1/4 cup buffalo sauce. Blue cheese crumbles. Vegetable oil for frying. Salt to taste. Vegetarian poutine ingredients. 2 pounds is russet potatoes cut into fries. 1 cup cheese curds. 2 cups mushroom gravy. 1/2 cup sauteed mushrooms. Vegetable oil for frying. Salt to taste. Breakfast poutine ingredients. 2 pounds is russet potatoes cut into fries. 1 cup cheese curds. 2 cups sausage gravy. 2 fried eggs. Chopped chives for garnish. Vegetable oil for frying. Salt to taste. Instructions for each recipe. 1. Heat vegetable oil in a deep fryer or large pot to 350 F175C. 2. Fry the potato fries in batches until golden and crispy, about 4-5 minutes per batch. Drain on paper towels and season with salt. 3. Place fries on a serving plate, top with cheese curds, and pour hot gravy over the top. 4. Add additional toppings as specified in each recipe. 5. Serve immediately and enjoy. Stick with us, we've got help with those delicious toppings up next.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
You love the poutine recipes, but how do you make the toppings? You can't serve lame poutine. So here's a little help. Beef gravy. Ingredients: 1/4 cup butter, 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 2 cups beef broth, 1 teaspoon beef bouillon granules, 1/4 teaspoon pepper. Instructions: melt butter in a saucepan over medium heat. Stir in flour and cook for 1 to 2 minutes until lightly browned. Gradually whisk in beef broth, bouillon, and pepper. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer until thickened, about 5 to 10 minutes. Adjust seasoning to taste. Pulled pork. Ingredients: 1 7-pound pork shoulder or Boston butt, 1 tablespoon ground cumin, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 1 tablespoon onion powder, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 tablespoon cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon salt, 1 tablespoon ground pepper, 1 tablespoon paprika, 1 cup brown sugar, 1/2 cup salt, 2 quarts cold water, 2 bay leaves, 3 tablespoons dry rub mix. Instructions: mix cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, cayenne pepper, salt, pepper, and paprika to create a dry rub. Rub the pork shoulder with the dry rub and let it sit for at least 1 hour. Preheat oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius. Place pork in a roasting pan, add water and bay leaves, and cover with foil. Roast for 6 to 8 hours until the meat is tender and easily shredded. Shred the pork and mix with your favorite barbecue sauce. Buffalo chicken. Ingredients: 4 large boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon pepper, 1 cup Frank's Red Hot sauce, 3 tablespoons butter, melted, 3 tablespoons honey, half a lime, juiced, 3 cloves garlic, minced, half a teaspoon onion powder. Instructions: 1. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. 2. Season the chicken breasts with olive oil, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. 3. Bake for 25 to 30 minutes until cooked through. 4. In a saucepan, combine hot sauce, butter, honey, lime juice, garlic, and onion powder. 5. Toss the cooked chicken in the sauce and serve. Mushroom gravy. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon olive oil, 75 grams unsalted butter, 1½ teaspoons garlic, finely minced, 400 grams mushrooms, sliced, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 4 tablespoons plain or all-purpose flour, 2 cups beef broth. Instructions: 1. Heat olive oil and butter in a pan over medium heat. 2. Add garlic and mushrooms. Cook until mushrooms are browned. 3. Stir in flour and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. 4. Gradually whisk in beef broth, salt, and pepper. 5. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer until thickened, about 5 to 10 minutes. 6. Adjust seasoning to taste. Sausage gravy. Ingredients: 1 pound breakfast sausage, hot or mild, 1/3 cup all-purpose flour, 4 cups whole milk, half a teaspoon seasoned salt, 2 teaspoons freshly ground black pepper. Instructions: 1. Cook the sausage in a skillet over medium heat until browned. 2. Stir in flour and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. 3. Gradually whisk in milk, season salt and pepper. 4. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer until thickened, about 5 to 10 minutes. 5. Adjust seasoning to taste. Do. Thanks again. That's all for now.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
You know us. It's another bonus episode. Let's go. Classic fried mantou ingredients: 500 grams all-purpose flour, 20 grams sugar, 5 grams yeast, 1 tsp oil, 260 grams water, vegetable oil for frying, a ½ cup condensed milk. Instructions: 1. Mix flour, sugar, yeast, and oil in a bowl. Add water and knead until a smooth dough forms. 2. Let the dough rest for 5 minutes under a clean wrap. 3. Flatten the dough into a large rectangular sheet. Fold in half and flatten again. 4. Roll the dough into a cylinder and cut into 8 equal pieces. 5. Place the pieces in a lined steamer and let them proof until significantly larger. 6. Steam the dough in cold water until it boils, then steam for 15 minutes. Let rest for 5 minutes. 7. Heat oil in a pot over medium-high heat. Deep fry mantou until golden brown, about to -3 minutes. 8. Drain on paper towels and serve with condensed milk. Air fryer fried mantou ingredients: 500 grams all-purpose flour, 20 grams sugar, 5 grams yeast, 1 tsp oil, 260 grams water, vegetable oil for brushing, a ½ cup condensed milk. Instructions: 1. Follow steps 1-6 from the classic fried mantou recipe to prepare the dough. 2. Brush a thin layer of oil on the mantou. 3. Preheat air fryer to 400 for fresh buns or 350 for frozen buns. 4. Air fry fresh buns for 3 minutes and frozen buns for 5 minutes, flipping once. 5. Serve with condensed milk for dipping. Golden and silver mantou ingredients: 500 grams all-purpose flour, 20 grams sugar, 5 grams yeast, 1 tsp oil, 260 grams water, vegetable oil for frying, a ½ cup condensed milk. Instructions: 1. Follow steps 1-6 from the classic fried mantou recipe to prepare the dough. 2. Divide mantou into 2 groups, one for steaming and one for frying. 3. Steam one group until hot. 4. Heat oil in a pot over medium heat. Fry the other group until golden brown, pressing down to ensure even frying. 5. Drain on paper towels. 6. Serve with condensed milk in the center of the plate, surrounded by both steamed and fried mantou. Sweetened condensed milk mantou ingredients: 500 grams all-purpose flour, 20 grams sugar, 5 grams yeast, 1 tsp oil, 260 grams water. Vegetable oil for frying: a half cup sweetened condensed milk. Instructions: 1. Follow steps 1-6 from the classic fried mantou recipe to prepare the dough. 2. Heat oil in a pot over medium-high heat. Deep fry mantou until golden brown, about 2-3 minutes. 3. Drain on paper towels. 4. Serve with sweetened condensed milk on the side for dipping. Pan-fried mantou ingredients: 500 grams all-purpose flour, 20 grams sugar, 5 grams yeast, 1 tsp oil, 260 grams water, 2 tsp vegetable oil, a half cup condensed milk. Instructions: 1. Follow steps 1-6 from the classic fried mantou recipe to prepare the dough. 2. Heat oil in a large skillet over medium heat. 3. Add mantou and fry until golden brown on all sides, about 5-7 minutes. 4. Drain on paper towels. 5. Serve with condensed milk for dipping. More bonuses later. Goodbye for now.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the shrimp boat on Amazon Books.
Bonus time. Classic funnel cake. Ingredients: 2 cups all-purpose flour, 2 tsp sugar, 2 tsp baking powder, a half tsp salt, 1 cup milk, 2 large eggs, 1 tsp vanilla extract. Vegetable oil for frying, powdered sugar for dusting. Instructions: 1. In a large bowl, whisk together flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. 2. In another bowl, whisk together milk, eggs, and vanilla extract. 3. Gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, mixing until smooth. 4. Heat oil in a deep fryer or large pot to 375 F190C. 5. Pour batter into a funnel, holding the funnel close to the surface of the oil. Move the funnel in a circular motion to create a spiral pattern. 6. Fry until golden brown, about 2-3 minutes per side. Drain on paper towels. 7. Dust with powdered sugar before serving. Cinnamon sugar. Funnel cake ingredients: 2 cups all-purpose flour, 2 tsp sugar, 2 tsp baking powder, a half tsp salt, 1 cup milk, 2 large eggs, 1 tsp vanilla extract. Vegetable oil for frying, a half cup sugar, 1 tsp ground cinnamon. Instructions: 1. In a large bowl, whisk together flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. 2. In another bowl, whisk together milk, eggs, and vanilla extract. 3. Gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, mixing until smooth. 4. Heat oil in a deep fryer or large pot to 375 F190C. 5. Pour batter into a funnel, holding the funnel close to the surface of the oil. Move the funnel in a circular motion to create a spiral pattern. 6. Fry until golden brown, about 2-3 minutes per side. Drain on paper towels. 7. Mix sugar and cinnamon together and sprinkle over the funnel cake before serving. Pumpkin spice funnel cake. Ingredients: 2 cups all-purpose flour, 2 tsp sugar, 2 tsp baking powder, a half tsp salt, 1 tsp pumpkin pie spice, 1 cup milk, 2 large eggs, 1 tsp vanilla extract. Vegetable oil for frying, powdered sugar for dusting. Instructions: 1. In a large bowl, whisk together flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, and pumpkin pie spice. 2. In another bowl, Whisk together milk, eggs, and vanilla extract. 3. Gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, mixing until smooth. 4. Heat oil in a deep fryer or large pot to 375 F190C. 5. Pour batter into a funnel, holding the funnel close to the surface of the oil. Move the funnel in a circular motion to create a spiral pattern. 6. Fry until golden brown, about 2-3 minutes per side. Drain on paper towels. 7. Dust with powdered sugar before serving. Catch ya later, bye.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to Istanbul, a city where East meets West. History blends with modernity, and cats roam freely. Yes, you heard that right, cats. Istanbul is not just famous for its stunning architecture and rich history, but also for its beloved street cats. In Istanbul, cats are more than just pets. They are an integral part of the city's culture and daily life. With an estimated 125,000 stray cats, these furry residents are everywhere, adding a unique charm to the city. The bond between Istanbulites and their feline friends dates back centuries. Ottoman sailors originally brought cats to the city to control the rat population on their ships. Over time, these cats found a new home on the streets of Istanbul, where they were welcomed with open arms. We love our cats. They are part of our community. We feed them, take care of them, and in return, they bring joy to our lives. From the bustling streets to the serene courtyards of historical sites, like the Hagia Sophia, cats are everywhere. They are often seen lounging in cafes, shops, and even mosques, where they are treated with respect and affection. For tourists, encountering these friendly felines is a delightful experience. Many visitors are charmed by the sight of cats freely roaming the city, adding to the unique allure of Istanbul. We have several initiatives to ensure the well-being of our street cats. From feeding stations to veterinary care, the community comes together to support these animals. Istanbul's street cats are more than just animals, they are symbols of the city's warmth and kindness. They remind us of the simple joys in life and the importance of community. Here's a couple cat-friendly recipes that you can enjoy with your feline friend. Salmon and sweet potato mash ingredients. 1 salmon fillet. 1 large sweet potato, peeled and cubed. 1 TBSP olive oil. A quarter TSP salt optional for humans. Instructions. 1. Preheat oven to 375 F190C. 2. Place salmon on a baking sheet and drizzle with olive oil. Bake for 20 minutes or until cooked through. 3. Boil sweet potato cubes in water until tender, about 15 minutes. Drain and mash. 4. Flake the salmon and mix with mashed sweet potato. Let cool before serving to your cat. 5. Season with salt for human portions if desired. Chicken and spinach quinoa ingredients. 1 cup quinoa, 2 cups water. 1 cup cooked chicken breast, shredded. A half cup spinach, chopped. 1 TBSP olive oil. A quarter TSP salt optional for humans. Instructions. 1. Rinse quinoa under cold water. 2. In a pot, bring water to a boil. Add quinoa. Reduce heat and simmer for 15 minutes or until water is absorbed. 3. In a pan, heat olive oil over medium heat. Add chicken and spinach, cooking until spinach is wilted. 4. Mix quinoa with chicken and spinach. Let cool before serving to your cat. 5. Season with salt for human portions if desired. Thanks again. Goodbye.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the shrimp boat on Amazon Books.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
Imagine a cake. Not just any cake, but one with 10 thin layers. Each layer is meticulously spread with a decadent chocolate fudge frosting. This is the Smith Island cake, a Maryland icon and a delicious symbol of American history. This cake isn't just a treat, it's a story. It whispers tales of the Chesapeake Bay, of the resilient people of Smith Island, and of traditions passed down through generations. Come, let's uncover the magic within this multi-layered masterpiece. The origins of the Smith Island cake date back to the 1800s, when the women of Smith Island would bake these cakes for their husbands who were away on fishing expeditions. The cake's many layers were not just for show, they were a practical way to ensure the cake stayed moist and delicious over long periods. The recipe has been passed down through generations, with each family adding their own unique touch. The core ingredients remain simple: flour, sugar, eggs, and butter. But the magic lies in the technique and the love poured into each layer. Today, the Smith Island cake has transcended its humble beginnings to become a beloved dessert across Maryland and beyond. Modern bakeries have embraced this traditional recipe, offering it in various flavors and styles, yet always honoring the original. From classic chocolate to innovative flavors like lemon and red velvet, the Smith Island cake continues to evolve, delighting new generations of cake lovers. Festivals and events celebrate this iconic dessert, bringing communities together in a shared love for this sweet tradition. More than just a dessert, the Smith Island cake is a testament to the enduring spirit of the people of Smith Island. It represents community, resilience, and the joy of sharing something truly special with loved ones. So, the next time you savor a slice of Smith Island cake, remember the rich history and the heartfelt stories baked into every layer. It's more than just a cake. It's a piece of Maryland's heritage, a slice of American history, and a symbol of the enduring power of tradition. Come, let's celebrate the Smith Island cake, a multi-layered masterpiece that continues to enchant and inspire. Enjoy every bite, and let it transport you to the heart of the Chesapeake Bay, where history and flavor blend seamlessly into one unforgettable experience.
Our journey begins in the 1800s, on the remote Smith Island in the heart of the Chesapeake Bay. Life here was tough, dictated by the rhythms of the sea. The islanders, mainly oystermen, faced unpredictable weather and isolation. Yet, amidst the hardships, a beautiful tradition emerged, the Smith Island cake. Born from simple ingredients and resourceful cooks, this cake became a symbol of comfort and celebration.
Imagine a fisherman returning home after a long day on the water. He's greeted by the warm aroma of baking spices and chocolate. The Smith Island cake was more than dessert. It was sustenance for the soul. The cake's thin layers, baked to a delicate crumb, were perfect for soaking up the rich chocolate fudge frosting. Each bite offered a burst of energy and a reminder of home.
Making a Smith Island cake is a labor of love. It's a process passed down through generations, with each family holding on to their cherished variations. But the heart of the cake remains the same. The cake starts with a simple batter enriched with eggs and butter. The magic happens in the baking as the batter is divided and poured into multiple thin layers. Section 5, the art of thin layers, a test of patience and skill. Creating the thin layers is an art form. It requires patience, a steady hand, and a keen eye. The batter is carefully spread into cake pans, ensuring each layer is uniform in thickness. The layers are then baked to a delicate golden brown, their surfaces barely kissed by the heat of the oven. This creates a tender crumb that practically melts in your mouth.
Section 6. the soul of the cake, the rich chocolate fudge frosting. While the thin layers are impressive, it's the chocolate fudge frosting that steals the show. This isn't your average frosting, it's a decadent, intensely chocolatey dream. Made with melted chocolate, sugar, butter, and a touch of milk. The frosting is cooked slowly, allowing the flavors to meld and deepen. The result is a smooth, silky frosting that's the perfect complement to the delicate cake layers.
Section 7. A symbol of resilience, the cake's enduring legacy. The Smith Island cake is more than just a culinary delight. It represents a rich tapestry of history and culture that has been woven over generations. This cake, with its multiple thin layers of moist cake and rich frosting, is a symbol of the island's enduring spirit and the tenacity of its people. It's a testament to the resilience and spirit of the Smith Island community. The tradition of baking this cake has been passed down through families, with each generation adding their own touch while preserving the essence of the original recipe. This cake is not just food, it's a piece of history. A story told through flavors and textures. Through changing times and economic hardship, the tradition of the cake has endured. During the toughest times, when the island faced economic downturns and natural disasters, the Smith Island cake remained a constant, a sweet reminder of better days and a beacon of hope for the future. The kitchens of Smith Island have seen countless cakes being baked, each one a testament to the islanders' unwavering spirit. The cake has become a source of pride for the islanders, a way to share their heritage with the world. At local festivals and fairs, the Smith Island cake is not just a dessert. It's a centerpiece, a symbol of the island's cultural identity. Islanders take great pride in showcasing their cakes, each one a masterpiece of culinary art. It's a way to share their heritage with the world. The cake brings people together, whether at community events, family gatherings, or cultural celebrations. It's a reminder of the island's rich history and the strong bonds that hold the community together. Each slice of the cake tells a story of love, tradition, and resilience. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, sweetness and tradition can prevail. In modern kitchens, the Smith Island cake continues to be baked with the same love and care as it was generations ago. Families gather around the table, sharing stories and creating new memories, all while enjoying this timeless dessert. The legacy of the Smith Island cake is a testament to the enduring power of tradition and the unbreakable spirit of the Smith Island community.
Smith Island's sweet ambassador, sharing the tradition. Today, the Smith Island cake is a beloved Maryland tradition. It's served at festivals, weddings, and family gatherings, a sweet symbol of the state's culinary heritage. The cake has also found its way beyond the shores of Smith Island, with bakeries across the state and even nationwide offering their own interpretations of this iconic dessert.
A slice of Maryland's heritage preserving culinary history. In 1985, the Smith Island cake received a special honor. It was designated as Maryland's official state dessert, cementing its place in the state's cultural landscape. This recognition brought renewed attention to the cake and the unique culture of Smith Island. It also sparked a movement to preserve the island's culinary traditions for future generations.
Baking a piece of history, a recipe to connect generations. What better way to experience the magic of the Smith Island cake than to bake one yourself? Don't be daunted by the thin layers. The process is meditative and rewarding. Gather your ingredients, put on your apron, and let the aroma of baking spices transport you to the shores of the Chesapeake Bay. You're not just baking a cake, you're baking a piece of history.
A timeless treat, the enduring appeal of Smith Island cake. The Smith Island cake, with its thin layers, rich frosting, and fascinating history, continues to captivate our senses and remind us of the power of tradition. It's a testament to the ingenuity of resourceful cooks and the enduring spirit of a community. So the next time you crave something sweet, consider the Smith Island cake. Each bite is a journey through time, a taste of Maryland's heritage, and a celebration of the simple pleasures in life. Originating from the remote Smith Island in the Chesapeake Bay, this cake has a story as rich as its flavor. The cake was traditionally made by the wives of watermen who would send it with their husbands as they went out to sea. The multiple thin layers were designed to keep the cake moist over long periods. Each layer is meticulously baked and then generously coated with a rich fudge-like frosting. Passed down through generations, the recipe has remained largely unchanged, preserving its authentic taste. Today, the Smith Island cake is not just a dessert, it's a symbol of Maryland's culinary heritage. It has even been designated as the official state dessert of Maryland. Whether enjoyed at a family gathering, a community event, or a quiet moment at home, this cake brings people together and creates lasting memories. Its appeal lies not just in its taste, but in the love and tradition baked into every layer. So the next time you find yourself yearning for a taste of history and a slice of comfort, remember the Smith Island cake. It's more than just a dessert. It's a piece of Maryland's heart and soul. Indulge in its layers, savor its rich frosting, and let it transport you to a place where tradition and taste meet.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the shrimp boat on Amazon Books.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
Howdy, partners. Get ready for a fiesta in your kitchen. We're diving into the delicious world of Mexican-American soups. Think bold flavors, creamy textures, and a touch of spice. These recipes are so easy, even a beginner cook can whip them up. Don't be scared to experiment and add your own flair. Get ready to warm your soul and impress your taste buds. This chowder is like a beach vacation in a bowl. It's creamy, spicy, and loaded with juicy shrimp and sweet corn. Ingredients: shrimp, lots of shrimp. Corn, fresh or frozen, we don't judge. Potatoes, because every good chowder needs them. Onions, garlic, the usual suspects. Spices, cumin, chili powder, paprika for that smoky kick. Diced tomatoes for a touch of sweetness. Chicken broth, to bring it all together. Heavy cream, because why not? Cilantro, avocado, and tortilla chips for topping. Instructions: sauté those onions and garlic until they're fragrant. Throw in the spices and cook for a minute to release their flavor. Add potatoes, corn, tomatoes, and broth. Bring it to a boil, then simmer until the potatoes are tender. Now for the stars of the show, the shrimp. Add them in and cook until pink and opaque. Stir in that glorious heavy cream and heat through. Ladle into bowls and top with cilantro, avocado, and tortilla chips. Pro tip: for an extra layer of flavor, try grilling the shrimp before adding them to the soup. This soup is like a warm hug on a chilly night. Imagine coming home after a long day, the cold biting at your cheeks, and being greeted by the comforting aroma of this delicious soup simmering on the stove. It's the perfect way to warm up and unwind. It's cheesy, creamy, and packed with tender chicken and smoky poblano peppers. The combination of flavors is both comforting and exciting, making each spoonful a delightful experience. Ingredients: chicken breasts, cooked and shredded. Rotisserie chicken works too. Using rotisserie chicken can save you time and add an extra layer of flavor to the soup. Poblano peppers, roasted and peeled. We'll show you how. These peppers add a subtle smokiness and a mild heat that elevates the soup to a whole new level. Onion and garlic, the dynamic duo. These two ingredients form the flavorful base of many dishes, and this soup is no exception. Chicken broth for the base, heavy cream for richness. The broth provides a savory foundation, while the cream adds a luxurious texture that makes the soup irresistibly creamy. Monterey Jack cheese, because cheese makes everything better. This cheese melts beautifully, creating a velvety smooth soup that's hard to resist. Spices: cumin, chili powder, and a pinch of cayenne for a little heat. These spices add depth and a touch of warmth, making the soup even more comforting. Toppings: sour cream, avocado, tortilla strips. These toppings add a delightful contrast in texture and flavor, making each bite exciting and satisfying. Instructions: roast those poblano peppers directly over a flame or under the broiler until blackened. This step is crucial for bringing out the pepper's smoky flavor. Once cool enough to handle, peel off the charred skin and remove the seeds. This process might seem tedious, but it's worth it for the rich, smoky flavor it imparts to the soup. Sauté the onion and garlic, then add the roasted poblano peppers, spices, and cook for a few minutes. This step helps to meld the flavors together, creating a robust base for the soup. Pour in the chicken broth and bring to a simmer. Letting the soup simmer allows the flavors to develop and deepen, making the final dish even more delicious. Stir in the heavy cream and cheese until melted and smooth. This step transforms the soup into a creamy, cheesy delight that's sure to please. Add the shredded chicken and heat through. The chicken adds protein and makes the soup hearty and satisfying. Serve it up with a dollop of sour cream, avocado slices, and crispy tortilla strips. These toppings not only add flavor, but also make the soup visually appealing. Pro tip: roast the poblano peppers ahead of time to save time on busy weeknights. This way you can quickly assemble the soup when you're short on time but still want a delicious homemade meal. Welcome to Veggie Delight, where we celebrate the vibrant and wholesome world of vegetables. Today we're diving into Section 4, Black Bean Salsa Soup Veggie Delight. This soup is for all you veggie lovers out there. It's a perfect blend of flavors and textures that will warm your soul and satisfy your taste buds. It's hearty, flavorful, and packed with nutritious ingredients like black beans, corn, and fire-roasted tomatoes. Let's take a closer look at what you'll need to create this delicious soup. Ingredients: black beans, cooked or canned. These little powerhouses are full of protein and fiber, making our soup both filling and nutritious. Fire-roasted tomatoes, because they add a smoky sweetness that elevates the flavor profile of our soup. The roasting process brings out a depth of flavor that's simply irresistible. Corn, fresh or frozen, we're easygoing. Corn adds a touch of sweetness and a delightful crunch to our soup, making each bite a joy. Onion and garlic, the essentials. These aromatic vegetables form the flavor base of our soup, adding depth and richness. Vegetable broth, for that veggie goodness. It ties all the ingredients together, creating a harmonious and flavorful base for our soup. Spices: cumin, chili powder, smoked paprika, and a pinch of cayenne for a kick. These spices add warmth and complexity, making our soup truly special. Toppings: avocado, cilantro, tortilla chips, and a dollop of sour cream if you're feeling fancy. These toppings add texture and extra layers of flavor. Instructions: 1. Sauté onion and garlic until they're soft and fragrant. This step is crucial as it builds the foundation of our soup's flavor. 2. Add the spices and cook for a minute to let those flavors bloom. This brief cooking time allows the spices to release their essential oils, enhancing the overall taste. 3. Pour in the vegetable broth, black beans, corn, and fire-roasted tomatoes. Stir everything together to combine the ingredients well. 4. Bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes to let the flavors meld. This simmering time allows all the ingredients to come together beautifully. 5. Grab your immersion blender and blend away until it's your desired consistency. You can blend it smooth or leave some chunks for texture. 6. Ladle into bowls and top with your favorite toppings. This is where you can get creative and add your personal touch. We love avocado, cilantro, and tortilla chips. They add creaminess, freshness, and crunch. Pro tip: for a thicker soup, mash some of the black beans before blending. This will give your soup a heartier texture and make it even more satisfying. Enjoy your Veggie Delight Black Bean Salsa Soup, a perfect meal for any day of the week. Happy cooking! Section 5, Avocado Lime Chicken Soup Creamy Dream. This soup is like a party in your mouth. It's creamy, tangy, and bursting with flavor. Ingredients: chicken breasts cooked and shredded, avocados ripe and ready for mashing, limes because we love that tangy goodness, onion, garlic, the usual suspects, chicken broth for the base, asterisk cilantro for freshness, spices: cumin, chili powder, and a pinch of cayenne for a little heat, toppings: tortilla chips, sour cream, extra cilantro. Instructions: 1. Sauté the onion and garlic until softened. 2. Add the spices and cook for a minute to wake those flavors up. 3. Pour in the chicken broth and bring it to a simmer. 4. While the soup simmers, blend those avocados with the lime juice until smooth and creamy. 5. Stir the avocado mixture into the soup along with the shredded chicken. 6. Heat through and get ready to be amazed. Pro tip: don't add the avocado mixture until the end to keep its vibrant green color. Section 6, Chipotle Sweet potato soup, smoky and sweet surprise. This dish is a delightful blend of flavors that will tantalize your taste buds and warm your soul. This soup is a flavor bomb. Imagine the perfect balance of smoky chipotle peppers and the natural sweetness of sweet potatoes, all coming together in a comforting bowl of goodness. It's smoky, sweet, and surprisingly comforting. The combination of these flavors creates a unique and satisfying experience. Let's dive into the ingredients you'll need to create this culinary masterpiece. Sweet potatoes, peeled and cubed. These are the star of the show, providing a creamy texture and natural sweetness. Chipotle peppers in adobo sauce for a smoky kick. Start with 1 or 2, and adjust to your liking based on how much heat you prefer. These peppers add a depth of flavor that's hard to beat. Onion and garlic, the dream team. These aromatics form the base of many great dishes, adding a savory depth to the soup. Vegetable broth for the base. This helps to meld all the flavors together and provides a rich, savory backdrop for the other ingredients. Spices, cumin, chili powder, and a pinch of cinnamon for warmth. These spices add complexity and a touch of warmth to the soup, making it even more comforting. Toppings: pepitas, pumpkin seeds, cilantro, a dollop of sour cream or crema fresca. These toppings add texture, freshness, and a creamy finish to the soup. Now let's move on to the instructions. 1. Sauté the onion and garlic until they're soft and fragrant. This step is crucial as it builds the foundation of flavor for the soup. 2. Add the spices and cook for a minute to release their magic. This helps to toast the spices and bring out their full flavor. 3. Throw in the sweet potatoes, chipotle peppers, and vegetable broth. Stir everything together to combine the flavors. 4. Bring it to a boil, then simmer until the sweet potatoes are tender. This allows the sweet potatoes to cook through and absorb all the delicious flavors. 5. Blend it all up until smooth and creamy. You can use an immersion blender or a regular blender for this step. The goal is to achieve a velvety texture. 6. Ladle into bowls and top with toasted pepitas, fresh cilantro, and a dollop of sour cream or crema fresca. These toppings add the perfect finishing touch, making each bite a delightful experience. Pro tip: for a richer flavor, roast the sweet potatoes instead of boiling them. Roasting brings out their natural sweetness and adds a caramelized depth to the soup. Enjoy your smoky and sweet surprise.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the shrimp boat on Amazon Books.
Today we've got some amazing recipes that classify as both halal and kosher. But first, some information. Halal. Halal means permissible in Arabic and refers to foods that are allowed under Islamic law as defined by the Quran. Animals must be slaughtered by a Muslim, and a prayer to Allah is recited before the slaughter. The blood must be completely drained from the veins. Prohibited foods include pork, blood, alcohol, and any food products containing these items. Carnivorous animals and birds of prey are also prohibited. There are no specific restrictions on combining different types of foods. Halal certification ensures that the food complies with Islamic dietary laws. The term halal is derived from Arabic, meaning permissible or lawful. The guidelines are based on the Quran and Hadith. Animals must be raised and slaughtered humanely according to Islamic guidelines. Halal certification is required for meats and processed foods. Alcohol is completely prohibited in all forms. Fruit and vegetables are considered halal unless contaminated with non-halal substances. Kosher. Kosher means fit or proper in Hebrew and refers to foods that comply with Jewish dietary laws as outlined in the Torah. Animals must be slaughtered by a Jew, and a blessing is recited before and after the slaughter. The blood must be completely drained from the veins. Prohibited foods include pork, shellfish, and certain other animals. The sciatic nerve and adjoining blood vessels of animals are also prohibited. Meat and dairy products cannot be consumed together. Utensils and cooking equipment used for meat and dairy must be kept separate. Kosher certification ensures that the food complies with Jewish dietary laws. The term kosher is derived from the Hebrew word kashrut, meaning proper or fit. The guidelines are based on the Torah. Animals must be slaughtered according to Jewish law. Kosher certification is required for meats and processed foods. Alcohol is allowed, but for wine to be considered kosher, the entire winemaking process must be supervised or handled by Sabbath-observant Jews. Fruit and vegetables are considered kosher only if there are no bugs in them. And now a few recipes that can be both halal and kosher. Chicken and rice. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons fresh lemon juice, 1 tablespoon chopped fresh oregano, 1/2 teaspoon ground coriander seed, 3 garlic cloves, roughly chopped, 1/4 cup light olive oil, kosher salt, and freshly ground black pepper to taste, 2 pounds boneless, skinless chicken thighs trimmed of excess fat, 1 tablespoon vegetable or canola oil, 2 tablespoons unsalted butter, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon ground cumin, 1½ cups long grain or basmati rice, 2½ cups chicken broth, 1 head iceberg lettuce shredded, 1 large tomato cut into wedges, 1/4 cup chopped fresh parsley, 1/2 cup mayonnaise, 1/2 cup Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon sugar, 2 tablespoons white vinegar, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, 1/4 cup chopped fresh parsley, kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Instructions: 1. Combine lemon juice, oregano, coriander, garlic, and olive oil in a blender. Blend until smooth. 2. Marinate chicken thighs in the mixture for at least 1 hour. 3. Heat vegetable oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Cook chicken until browned and cooked through. 4. In a separate pot, melt butter and add turmeric and cumin. Stir in rice and cook for 2 minutes. 5. Add chicken broth. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer until rice is cooked. 6. Serve chicken over rice with shredded lettuce, tomato wedges, and parsley. 7. Mix mayonnaise, Greek yogurt, sugar, white vinegar, lemon juice, and parsley to make the white sauce. Drizzle over the chicken and rice. Pro tips: for extra flavor, add a drizzle of hot sauce. Serve with pita bread for a complete meal. Mole-rubbed brisket tamales. Ingredients: 2½ to 3 pounds beef brisket, 1/4 cup dark brown sugar, 2 tablespoons unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon sweet paprika, 1 tablespoon ancho chili powder, 2 teaspoons ground cumin, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 medium yellow onion peeled and trimmed, 6 cloves garlic peeled and smashed, 1 cup red wine, replace with vegetable broth for halal, 1/2 cup tomato paste, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 1 cup extra virgin olive oil, or non-hydrogenated vegetable shortening, 3½ cups masa harina, instant corn masa, 1½ teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt or kosher salt. Instructions: 1. Preheat oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. Mix brown sugar, cocoa powder, paprika, chili powder, cumin, oregano, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. Rub onto brisket. 3. Place brisket in a roasting pan with onion, garlic, wine, or broth, and tomato paste. Cover and roast for 3 to 4 hours. 4. In a large bowl, mix masa harina, baking powder, and salt. Add olive oil or shortening and mix until crumbly. 5. Gradually add water until dough forms. 6. Spread dough on soaked corn husks, add brisket filling, and fold. 7. Steam tamales for 1 hour. Pro tips: serve with a side of salsa and guacamole. Tamales can be frozen and reheated for later use. Chipotle Lime Harmony Soup. Ingredients: 1 cup chopped white onion, 2 cloves garlic, minced, 1 15-ounce can black beans, rinsed and drained, 1 15-ounce can corn, drained, 4 cups chicken broth, 1/2 cup heavy cream, 2 tablespoons sour cream, 1 teaspoon ground chipotle powder, 1 lime, zest and juice, 1/4 cup chopped fresh cilantro, 1 large egg, beaten, salt and black pepper to taste. Instructions: 1. Sauté onion and garlic in a large pot over medium heat. 2. Add black beans, corn and broth. Bring to a simmer and cook for 15 minutes. 3. Use an immersion blender to puree the soup until smooth. 4. Return to the heat and stir in heavy cream and chipotle powder. Cook for 5 minutes more. 5. Remove from heat and stir in lime juice, sour cream, and cilantro. 6. Season with salt and pepper to taste. 7. Ladle soup into bowls and garnish with additional cilantro. Serve with lime wedges. Pro tips. For a thicker soup, puree only half of the mixture and add it back to the pot. Add a sprinkle of shredded cheddar cheese for extra richness.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey guys! Today we're diving into the world of luxury and decadence with the most expensive desserts on the planet. Get ready to have your sweet tooth tickled and your wallets emptied. We're talking diamonds, gold, and enough sugar to make Willy Wonka jealous. From million-dollar fruitcakes to sundaes that cost more than your car, we're about to explore the most outrageously priced desserts ever created. So buckle up, grab your wallets, you'll need a bigger one, and get ready for some serious dessert envy. All right, first up, we're starting with a bang. You won't believe your ears when you hear about this extravagant treat. We're talking about strawberries, but not just any strawberries. These are the most luxurious strawberries you could ever imagine. These bad boys will set you back almost $10 million. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $10 million for a dessert. They're called Strawberries Arnaud, and they're served at the renowned Arnaud's restaurant in New Orleans. This place is famous for its opulent dining experiences. So what makes them so pricey? Well, for starters, they're marinated in a mix of port, red wine, spices, and citrus. This isn't your average fruit salad. Fancy, right? But that's not all. The presentation is just as important as the ingredients. They're also served with vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and, wait for it, a 10.06 carat royal blue diamond ring. This isn't just a dessert, it's a statement piece. That's right, folks, this dessert doubles as an engagement ring. Imagine the surprise on your partner's face when they discover a diamond ring nestled among the strawberries. Talk about a sweet proposal. It's the perfect blend of romance and luxury. I can just imagine someone dropping to one knee after their partner finishes their strawberries. What a power move. It's a proposal story that will be remembered forever. Who needs a ring box when you can have a dessert plate, am I right? This is the ultimate way to make a memorable moment even more special. So if you're looking to make a grand gesture and have the budget to match, Strawberries Arnaud might just be the perfect choice. It's not just a dessert, it's an experience. Imagine the look on your partner's face as they realize the true value of this dessert. It's a combination of culinary excellence and sheer opulence. Arnaud's restaurant has truly outdone itself with this creation. It's a testament to their commitment to luxury and unforgettable dining experiences. So, next time you're in New Orleans and want to make a grand gesture, remember the Strawberries Arnaud. It's not just a dessert, it's a story waiting to be told. Next up, we've got a dessert that'll make you say holy fruitcake. And trust me, you won't believe your eyes when you see this. This ain't your grandma's holiday dessert, folks. This is a whole new level of opulence and extravagance. This is a $1.72 million diamond fruitcake. Yes, you heard that right, a fruitcake worth more than a mansion. I repeat, a diamond fruitcake. It's not just a dessert, it's a statement piece. Who even knew that was a thing? It's like something out of a fairy tale or a billionaire's dream. This masterpiece was created by a pastry chef in Tokyo, and it's absolutely covered in 223 diamonds. Each diamond meticulously placed to create a dazzling effect. That's bling on bling on bling. It's like a jewelry store and a bakery had a baby. Now I know what you're thinking. Can you even eat it? Is it just for show or can you actually take a bite? And the answer is, kinda. You can eat the cake, but there's a catch. The cake itself is made with high-quality ingredients and is totally edible. It's a gourmet fruitcake that promises to be delicious. You just gotta remove the diamonds first. Carefully, of course. You wouldn't want to lose any of those precious stones. I guess you could always use them to adorn your next batch of cookies, right? Imagine diamond-studded cookies at your next tea party. But seriously, imagine the look on your family's faces when you bring this bad boy out at Christmas dinner. It would be the ultimate showstopper. They'd probably think you won the lottery. Or maybe they'd think you have a secret life as a treasure hunter. Either way, this diamond fruitcake is more than just a dessert. It's an experience, a conversation starter, and a piece of edible art. Hats off to the pastry chef in Tokyo for creating such a stunning and unique masterpiece. It's a blend of culinary skill and artistic vision. So, next time you're in the market for a dessert that will leave everyone speechless, you know what to look for. Just make sure you have a cool $1.72 million lying around. Alright guys, buckle up because this next dessert is on another level. It's called the Absurdity Sundae and it costs a whopping $60,000. But here's the kicker. It comes with a first-class flight to Mount Kilimanjaro and 5-star accommodations. Talk about an experience. So, what's so special about the sundae itself? Well, the ice cream is made using glacial ice from the mountain summit. That's right, you're literally eating ice cream made from a glacier. How cool is that? This is the kind of dessert you have to tell your grandkids about. They'd probably think you were making it up. Can you imagine saying, yeah, back in my day, I flew to Africa and ate a $60,000 sundae made with glacier ice. Legendary. Next up, we're heading to England for a taste of pure luxury. Get ready for the Lindith Howe Country House Hotel Chocolate Pudding. This decadent dessert was created by Chef Mark Guibert, and it's made with 4 types of Belgian chocolate. I'm already drooling, but wait, there's more. It also has golden champagne caviar in it, because why not? And if that wasn't enough, it's topped with a 2-carat diamond. This pudding is fit for a king, or queen. Can you imagine casually ordering this after a fancy dinner? People would be bowing down to you as you take a bite. Get ready for another mind-blowing sundae, folks. You won't believe what we have in store for you today. This is the Frozen Hot Chocolate Ice Cream Sundae, and it'll set you back a cool $25,000. Yes, you heard that right. $25,000 for a single sundae. And yes, it's from Serendipity 3 again. This iconic restaurant is known for pushing the boundaries of luxury and decadence. Those guys know how to make an expensive sundae. Their chefs are masters of their craft, creating desserts that are not just food, but works of art. So what makes this one so special? What justifies that jaw-dropping price tag? Well, it's made with a blend of 28 cocos, sourced from all around the globe, including 14 of the world's most expensive. These are not your everyday cocoa beans. They are the creme de la creme of the chocolate world. It's also infused with 5 grams of edible 23-karat gold. Yes, actual gold that you can eat, and served in a goblet lined with edible gold. Talk about extra. But wait, there's more. This isn't just any goblet. It's a masterpiece in itself. The base of the goblet is an 18-karat gold bracelet intricately designed and crafted to perfection, with a 1-carat white diamond. This isn't just a dessert. It's an experience, a statement of luxury. That's right, you get a free bracelet with your sundae. Imagine walking away with a piece of fine jewelry after enjoying a decadent dessert. I'm starting to think Serendipity 3 is in the jewelry business, not the dessert business. They certainly know how to blend the worlds of culinary and luxury jewelry into one unforgettable experience. Alright guys, we're taking a break from the sundaes and puddings to talk about something near and dear to my heart, donuts. But we're not talking about your average glazed donut here. This is Krispy Kreme's Luxe Donut, and it costs a whopping $1,685. What makes it so special? Well, for starters, it's adorned with 24-karat gold leaf. Because everything's better with gold, right? It also has a gold-dusted Belgian chocolate flour and edible diamonds. Because why not? And if that wasn't enough, it's filled with Dom Perignon champagne jelly. This donut is basically a party in your mouth. Chapter 7. This cupcake is worth its weight in gold. Next up, we're heading to Dubai for a taste of the Golden Phoenix cupcake. This luxurious treat comes from Bloomsbury's, and it costs a cool $1,000. So, what makes it so special? Well, it's made with Italian chocolate, Ugandan vanilla beans, and 23-karat edible gold sheets. It's also served with a golden spoon and topped with chocolate icing and strawberries dipped in, you guessed it, edible gold. Talk about extra. This cupcake is basically a work of art. I almost feel bad eating it. Almost. Alright guys, we're back at Serendipity 3 for another round of insane sundaes. This time it's the Golden Opulence Sundae, and it'll set you back a cool $1,000. So, what makes this one so special? Well, it includes 3 scoops of Tahitian vanilla ice cream covered in 23-karat gold leaf. It's also got almonds, caviar, and a sugar-forged orchid on top, because why not? But the craziest part, it's served in a $350 Baccarat crystal goblet with an 18-karat gold spoon. That's right, the spoon alone is worth more than most people's outfits. All right, guys, I've seen it all now. $500 jelly beans. These aren't your average Jelly Bellies, folks. These are beyond gourmet jelly beans, and they're made with rare and exotic ingredients. I'm talking stuff you can't even pronounce. And if that wasn't enough, they're coated in 24-karat gold leaf and come in a crystal jar. These jelly beans are so fancy, I'm not even sure you're supposed to eat them. Maybe you just put them on display in your house. Last but not least, we've got a dessert that's for true chocolate lovers, La Madeleine au Truffle. This masterpiece will set you back $250. It's created by Knipschild Chocolatier, and it features a rare French Périgord truffle. That's right, a truffle. In a truffle. It's surrounded by a rich ganache made from 70% Valrhona dark chocolate, heavy cream, sugar, truffle oil, and vanilla. Then it's enrobed in even more Valrhona dark chocolate and rolled in fine cocoa powder. This is chocolate heaven. It's rich, it's decadent, and it's definitely worth every penny. And there you have it, folks. The most expensive desserts in the world that will make your taste buds dance and your bank account cry. From diamond-encrusted fruitcake to sundaes that come with flights to Africa, we've seen it all. Which one would you dare to try? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more crazy content. See you next time.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the shrimp boat on Amazon Books.
We're not talking about your grandpa's Budweiser. We're talking about the most expensive, luxurious, and frankly ridiculous beers on the planet. So buckle up, because we're about to crack open some knowledge about the top 10 priciest brews that money can buy. Let's dive in. All right, kicking off our list at number 10, we've got a beer that's truly out of this world. Literally. It's Sapporo's Space Barley, and it'll set you back a cool $110 a bottle. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about this beer? Is it made with alien hops or something? Well, not quite, but it does involve space travel. You see, this beer is brewed using barley seeds that spent 5 long months aboard the International Space Station. That's right, these little grains of barley got to experience zero gravity, cosmic radiation, and probably some really awkward conversations with astronauts. Can you imagine being stuck in a tin can with a bunch of astronauts for 5 months? I bet they had to ration their space cheese. Anyway, the project was a collaboration between Sapporo Breweries, the Russian Academy of Sciences, and Okayama University. They wanted to study how extreme environmental stresses, like those found in space, affect plant growth. And what better way to do that than by sending some barley into orbit? So if you're looking for a beer that's truly one giant leap for beer kind, look no further than Sapporo's Space Barley. Coming in at number 9, we've got a beer that's fit for a king, or at least a really important diplomat. It's Crown Ambassador Reserve, and it's priced at a regal $90 per bottle. This beer is all about luxury and tradition. It was first released in 2008 to celebrate the 90th anniversary of Crown Lager, which, by the way, has a pretty cool backstory itself. See, Crown Lager was originally brewed back in 1919 for visiting dignitaries and ambassadors. Can you imagine that? Back then, they had actual ambassadors. Not like today, where we just send a strongly worded tweet. Anyway, Crown Ambassador Reserve takes things up a notch. It's aged for a full year in French oak barrels, which gives it a smooth, sophisticated flavor that's perfect for sipping on while you're negotiating a peace treaty or, just watching the game. Each bottle is a work of art, with a design inspired by the original Crown Lager bottles. At number 8, we have a beer that's for true beer connoisseurs only. It's Samuel Adams Utopias, and it's priced at a hefty $200 per bottle. This beer is not for the faint of heart or the light of wallet. It's a blend of multiple batches of beer that have been aged in a variety of barrels, including bourbon, port, and even cognac barrels. Can you imagine cleaning those barrels? It's like a history of deliciousness stuck to the sides. Utopias is released every 2 years, and each batch is unique. The beer has a rich, complex flavor that's often described as being more like a fine cognac or port than a traditional beer. It's the kind of beer you savor, like a good book or a long weekend. So, if you're looking for a beer that's truly an experience, and you're not afraid to shell out some serious cash, Samuel Adams' Utopias might just be the beer for you. Hold on to your hats, beer lovers, because at number 7, things are about to get intense. We've got Schorschbrau's Schorschbock 57, and it's not messing around. This beer comes in at a staggering 57.5% alcohol by volume, and it'll cost you a cool $417 per bottle. Now, this isn't your average beer. This is serious business. It's made using the traditional Eisbock method, which involves freezing the beer and removing the ice to concentrate the alcohol. Imagine trying to explain that to your insurance company after you leave it in the freezer too long. No, see, it's supposed to be this strong. The Schorschbock 57 was part of a bit of a beer rivalry, if you will. Schorschbrau and another brewery, Brewdog, were locked in an epic battle to create the world's strongest beer. They kept one-upping each other with stronger and stronger brews. It's like an arms race, but with beer. Coming in at number 6, we have a beer that's as classy as a vintage Rolls-Royce. It's Carlsberg's Jacobsen Vintage, and it'll set you back around $533 per bottle. This beer is all about celebrating history and heritage. It was launched in 2008 to commemorate Carlsberg's 160th anniversary. That's a lot of birthdays. I wonder if they got a discount on the cake. Jacobsen Vintage is aged in a combination of Swedish and French oak barrels, which gives it a complex and nuanced flavor. It's the kind of beer you sip slowly and appreciate, like a fine wine or a Shakespearean sonnet. And to make things even more special, each of the 600 bottles produced features a unique lithograph by the Danish artist Frans Konik. That's right, you're not just buying a beer, you're buying a piece of art, although I wouldn't recommend using it as a coaster. At number 5, we've got a beer that's older than some of my jokes. It's Decam and Three Fontainen Millennium Jews 1998, and it's priced at a cool $616 per bottle. This beer is a true rarity. It was a collaboration between 2 legendary Belgian brewers, Armand de Belder of Three Fontainen and Willem van Herwegen of Decam. Imagine the brainstorming sessions those two must have had. Okay, Willem, what if we aged this batch in a hollowed-out loaf of sourdough bread? Armand, you're a genius. They bottled this masterpiece back in 1998 to celebrate the new millennium, and it took its sweet time re-fermenting in the bottle. In fact, it took so long that they nicknamed it the Lazy Boy. Hey, some beers take their time to reach their full potential. It's like they say, good things come to those who wait. Or in this case, good beers come to those with a lot of patience and even more money. Hold on to your monocles, folks, because at number 4, things are about to get weird. We've got Brewdog's The End of History, and it's priced at a mind-boggling $1,159 per bottle. Now, this beer is not for the easily offended or the faint of stomach. You see, The End of History is a 55% ABV beer that's packaged in, get this, taxidermied animals. You heard me right, taxidermied animals. We're talking stoats, squirrels, the whole woodland creature gang. I'm not sure if I should drink it or display it above my fireplace. The name, by the way, is a reference to philosopher Francis Fukuyama's book, The End of History and the Last Man. Deep stuff, man. Only 12 bottles of this bizarre brew were ever made, making it one of the rarest beers on the planet. It's like finding a unicorn, but instead of a horn, it has a bottle opener. Sliding into the number 3 spot, we have a beer that's as rare as a humble comedian. It's Cantillon Loric 1998, and it'll cost you a cool $1,722 per bottle. This Belgian lambic beer is famous for its long and complex fermentation process. It's like the beer equivalent of a PhD dissertation. Bottled back in 1998, this particular batch took an unusually long time to re-ferment in the bottle, earning it the nickname Lazy Boy. Hey, some beers just like to take their time, you know? Maybe it was procrastinating on its fermentation homework. Whatever the reason, its rarity and unique brewing process make it one of the most sought-after beers in the world. Coming in hot at number 2, we've got a beer that's as cool as a penguin in sunglasses. It's Antarctic Nail Ale by Nail Brewing, and it'll set you back a frosty $1,815 per bottle. Now this beer has a story as big as the continent it's named after. It was brewed using water from melted Antarctic ice. That's right, they went all the way to Antarctica, scooped up some pristine ice, melted it down, and said, "Let's make a beer." I hope they at least brought some snacks for the penguins. Only 30 bottles of this icy elixir were ever produced. And the best part? The proceeds from the sale of this beer went to support the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, an organization dedicated to protecting our oceans. So you can sip on this unique brew knowing that you helped make a difference. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the beer that makes all other beers tremble in their boots. It's the granddaddy of expensive beers, the one and only Arctic Ale by Allsop, coming in at an astounding $503,300 per bottle. I know, right? You could buy a house for that much money, or a small island, or a lifetime supply of regular beer. This beer has a history that's almost as unbelievable as its price tag. It was originally brewed way back in 1852 for an Arctic expedition led by Sir Edward Belcher. Talk about a throwback. This beer was literally on an adventure before electricity was a thing. For over a century, this beer was lost to the annals of time. People thought it was gone forever. A legend whispered in hushed tones in the darkest corners of pubs. But then, like something out of an Indiana Jones movie, a few bottles were rediscovered in a shipwreck off the coast of England. Can you imagine stumbling upon that treasure? Talk about a good day for a salvage crew. One of these bottles was auctioned off, fetching the jaw-dropping price of over $500,000, making it the most expensive beer ever sold. So there you have it, the top 10 most expensive beers in the world. Thanks for sticking with me on this wild ride through the world of high-priced brews. We've seen beers brewed with space barley, aged in oak barrels that cost more than my car, and even packaged in taxidermied animals. It's enough to make you thirsty, right? But hey, whether you're a beer aficionado or just someone who appreciates a good story, I hope you enjoyed this little journey into the world of luxury beers. And who knows, maybe one day, you'll find yourself face to face with one of these liquid treasures. If you do, drink responsibly, tip your bartender, and for goodness sake, send me a picture. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Cheers!
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
The Chesapeake Bay holds many treasures, each more fascinating than the last. Blue crabs with their vibrant shells and succulent meat, oysters, known for their briny sweetness, and rockfish, a favorite among local fishermen, come to mind. But there is another treasure, one that is baked with love and tradition on a small island in the middle of the bay. This treasure is the Smith Island cake, a 10-layer masterpiece of thin biscuits and rich chocolate fudge, each layer meticulously crafted. It's a taste of history, a symbol of community, and a testament to the resourcefulness and creativity of the people of Smith Island, passed down through generations. Imagine yourself on a small island, surrounded by the serene waters of the Chesapeake Bay, where time seems to slow down. The air is filled with the cries of gulls, their calls echoing across the water, and the scent of salt air fills your nostrils, mingling with the earthy aroma of the bay. In a cozy kitchen, a cake bakes, its aroma a siren song to anyone within smelling distance, promising a taste of something truly special. This is the allure of the Smith Island cake, a dessert as unique and special as the island itself, embodying the spirit and heart of its people. Each bite tells a story of tradition, love, and the simple joys of life on Smith Island. The Smith Island cake is not just a dessert, it's a storybook, a delicious narrative that unfolds with every bite. Each layer tells a tale of the island's history, a history intertwined with the Chesapeake Bay, where the rhythm of the tides has shaped the lives of its inhabitants for centuries. For generations, the people of Smith Island have relied on the bay for their livelihoods, braving its waters to catch crabs, oysters, and fish. These waters have provided sustenance and a way of life fostering a deep connection between the islanders and their environment. Life on the island was often isolated, and the community learned to rely on each other and make the most of what they had. This sense of togetherness and mutual support became the backbone of Smith Island's culture, where every neighbor was like family. The Smith Island cake reflects this resourcefulness. Born out of necessity and creativity, it became a symbol of the islanders' ability to turn simple ingredients into something extraordinary. Its simple ingredients, flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and chocolate, were staples, easily stored and readily available. These basic components, when combined with love and tradition, created a dessert that was both practical and celebratory. The cake's many layers, traditionally 8 or 10, were designed to feed the large families common on the island. Each layer was a testament to the islanders' ingenuity, ensuring that everyone had a share of the sweet treat. Each bite is a reminder of the island's history, a sweet echo of generations past. The Smith Island cake is more than just a dessert. It's a culinary heirloom, a delicious link to the island's enduring legacy and the resilient spirit of its people. Don't let the 10 layers intimidate you. The Smith Island cake is surprisingly simple to make. The recipe has been passed down through generations, with each family adding their own personal touch. But the basic ingredients and methods remain the same, a testament to the cake's enduring appeal. 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a ½ teaspoon salt, 1 cup, 2 sticks of unsalted butter, softened, 1½ cups granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, ½ cup whole milk, 1 cup granulated sugar, ½ cup unsweetened cocoa powder, ½ cup whole milk, 1/4 cup, ½ stick, unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. The key to a perfect Smith Island cake lies in its thin, crispy biscuit layers. These layers are the foundation of the cake, providing a delicate texture that contrasts beautifully with the rich, creamy fudge that will be spread between them. They provide a delicate counterpoint to the rich chocolate fudge, creating a symphony of textures in every bite. The combination of the light, airy biscuits and the dense, luscious fudge is what makes this cake truly special and unforgettable. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius.
Hello, I'm Chris Fisher and I'm the host of Cinematic Magnification. On my podcast, in each episode, I take exactly 5 minutes from a movie and I overanalyze it in excruciating detail. I go on rants, I go on tangents, I go into detail about anything I find even remotely noteworthy. Currently I'm doing The Incredibles, but who knows what movie I'm gonna be doing after that. If that sounds like something you would listen to, please do give it a listen, I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you on my podcast, and until then, remember to drink enough water, and remember to stay incredible.
And grease and flour 2 9-inch round cake pans. This step ensures that your cake layers will bake evenly and come out of the pans easily. In a medium bowl, whisk together the flour, baking powder, and salt. This dry mixture will form the base of your biscuit layers, giving them structure and lift. In a large bowl, cream together the softened butter and sugar until light and fluffy. This step is crucial for incorporating air into the batter, which will help your biscuit layers rise and become tender. Beat in the eggs one at a time, then stir in the vanilla extract. The eggs add richness and moisture to the batter, while the vanilla enhances the overall flavor. Gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, alternating with the milk, and mix until just combined. This method ensures that the batter remains smooth and well mixed without becoming too dense. Be careful not to overmix. Overmixing can lead to tough, dense biscuit layers, which would detract from the delicate texture we're aiming for. Divide the batter evenly between the prepared cake pans. Use a spatula to spread the batter out to the edges, ensuring an even thickness throughout. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes, or until the biscuits are golden brown and a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Keep an eye on them to avoid overbaking, which can dry out the layers. Let the biscuits cool completely in the pans before frosting. Cooling them in the pans helps them retain their shape and makes them easier to handle when it's time to assemble the cake. Section 5. The chocolate fudge, a rich counterpoint. The chocolate fudge is the heart and soul of the Smith Island cake. It's a simple concoction, but its rich, intense flavor is what makes this cake so irresistible. Instructions. 1. In a medium saucepan, combine the sugar, cocoa powder, milk, and butter. 2. Cook over medium heat, stirring constantly until the mixture comes to a boil. 3. Reduce the heat to low and simmer for 2 minutes, stirring constantly. 4. Remove from heat and stir in the vanilla extract. 5. Let the fudge cool slightly before frosting the cake. Section 6. Assembling the cake, a tower of sweetness. Now comes the fun part, assembling the cake. Traditionally, a Smith Island cake has 8 or 10 layers, but you can adjust the number to your liking. Instructions. 1. Once the biscuits and fudge have cooled, carefully remove the biscuits from the pans. 2. Place 1 biscuit layer on a serving plate. 3. Spread a generous layer of chocolate fudge over the biscuit. 4. Repeat layers 2 and 3 until all the biscuits and fudge are used, ending with a layer of fudge. 5. Let the cake stand for at least 30 minutes before serving to allow the flavors to meld. Section 7. A taste of history, the cake's enduring appeal. Why has the Smith Island cake endured for generations? The answer lies in its simplicity, its deliciousness, and the stories it evokes. Every bite is a taste of history, a reminder of the island's heritage and the strong bonds of its community. The cake's popularity has spread far beyond the shores of Smith Island. It has been featured in national publications, and it is now the official dessert of the state of Maryland. Section 8. Smith Island's resilience, a story told through food. The Smith Island cake is more than just a dessert. It's a symbol of the island's resilience. Smith Island, like many coastal communities, faces an uncertain future due to rising sea levels and erosion. Yet the spirit of the island and its people remains strong, just like the cake that bears its name. Section 9. More than just a dessert, a symbol of community. The Smith Island cake is a reminder that food can be a powerful connector. It brings people together, sparking conversations and creating memories that last a lifetime. Just as the cake's layers are bound together by the rich chocolate fudge, so too is the community of Smith Island bound by tradition, resilience, and a shared love for their island home. Section 10. Preserving tradition, keeping the legacy alive. Today, the people of Smith Island are working hard to preserve their heritage, and the Smith Island cake plays a vital role in these efforts. Bakeries on the island ship their cakes all over the country, introducing new generations to the unique flavors of the Chesapeake Bay. Section 11. A Bite of the Bay, an invitation to experience Smith Island cake. The Smith Island cake is an invitation to experience the Chesapeake Bay in all its sweetness and complexity. It's a taste of history, a celebration of community, and a testament to the enduring spirit of a small island in the middle of a vast bay. So why not gather your ingredients, roll up your sleeves, and bake a taste of the Chesapeake Bay? You might just discover that the best stories are told through layers of sweetness.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the shrimp boat on Amazon Books.
This bonus episode is brought to you by Cinematic Magnification.
Hello, I'm Chris Fisher and I'm the host of Cinematic Magnification. On my podcast, in each episode, I take exactly 5 minutes from a movie and I overanalyze it in excruciating detail. I go on rants, I go on tangents, I go into detail about anything I find even remotely noteworthy. Currently I'm doing The Incredibles, but who knows what movie I'm gonna be doing after that. If that sounds like something you'd listen to, please do give it a listen, I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you on my podcast, and until then, remember to drink enough water, and remember to stay incredible.
Parthian chicken. Description of taste and smells. Parthian chicken is a delightful blend of rich, savory flavors and aromatic spices. The chicken is tender and juicy, infused with the earthy notes of lovage and caraway seeds. The asafoetida or garlic adds a pungent, slightly sulfurous aroma that mellows into a deep, umami-rich flavor. The sweet white wine and fish sauce contribute a subtle sweetness and a salty, fermented depth, creating a complex and satisfying dish. History and background. Parthian chicken is a recipe from the ancient Roman cookbook attributed to Apicius, known as the Re Coquinaria on the subject of cooking. This collection of recipes is one of the oldest known cookbooks, believed to have been compiled in the 4th or 5th century CE, though some recipes may date back to the 1st century CE. Who was Apicius? Marcus Gavius Apicius was a wealthy Roman merchant and epicure who lived during the reign of Emperor Tiberius 14 to 37 CE. He was renowned for his extravagant banquets and his insatiable love for gourmet food. Apicius is often considered the patron saint of cooks and gourmands. His name became synonymous with culinary excellence and luxury. The cookbook De Re Coquinaria. The cookbook attributed to Apicius, De Re Coquinaria, is a comprehensive collection of over 400 recipes that provide a glimpse into the culinary practices of ancient Rome. The Latin text is organized into 10 books with Greek titles in an arrangement similar to that of a modern cookbook. 1. Epimeles the Diligent. 2. Sarcops the Butcher. 3. Saporos the Gardener. 4. Pandects the Encyclopedia. 5. Osprey Pulses and Legumes. 6. Arapetes the Bird. 7. Polyteles the Sumptuous. 8. Tetrapus the Quadruped four-legged animals. 9. Thalassus the sea seafood. 10. Helios the fisherman. Here's the recipe. Ingredients: 1 medium chicken, 1/2 teaspoon lovage or substitute with celery or ajwain seeds, 1 teaspoon caraway seeds, 1/2 to 3/4 teaspoon asafoetida powder or substitute with 8 finely minced garlic cloves, 1 cup medium sweet white wine such as Greek Kortaki Samos Muscat wine, 1 tablespoon olive oil, dash of pepper, 3 tablespoons fish sauce like Thai Nam Pla or Vietnamese Nguoc Nam. Instructions: 1. Prepare the chicken. Place the chicken in a casserole dish and sprinkle it liberally with pepper. 2. Mix the spices. Dry roast the lovage, caraway seeds, and asafoetida until they release their aroma. Grind them into a powder. 3. Combine ingredients. Mix the ground spices with wine, olive oil, and fish sauce. If using garlic instead of asafoetida, add it to this mixture. For marinate and cook, pour the mixture over the chicken. Roast in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius for about an hour, basting occasionally. Remove the lid halfway through to brown the chicken. 5. Serve. Once the chicken is crispy and the juices run clear, it is ready to serve.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the Shrimp Boat on Amazon Books.
Welcome back. We've got another bonus for you. This episode is inspired and brought to you by Sex, Scandal, and Shenanigans.
Hi, my name is Adrian, and I host the show Sex, Scandal, and Shenanigans podcast. My goal with you, the listener, is to discuss intimacies of historical figures and how they rule society through sex, scandals, and shenanigans. Want to learn the secrets of a sexy historical relationship, like that of Cleopatra and Caesar, or Henry VIII and Bessie Blount? If yes, then please join me in discussing and discovering the sex, scandals, and shenanigans of historical mistresses and lovers wherever you listen to podcasts.
Here are 5 especially scandalous recipes. Tornado Rossini, named after the famous composer Gioacchino Rossini, who was known for his love of food and his numerous romantic liaisons. Rossini was a frequent guest at the best addresses in Paris, where he requested the special dish of beef tenderloin, topped with foie gras and truffles. his extravagant lifestyle, and numerous affairs made him a notorious figure in high society. Rossini's relationships with various women, including singers and socialites, were the talk of the town, adding to his reputation as a bon vivant. Peach Melba, created by the renowned French chef Auguste Escoffier in honor of the Australian opera singer Nellie Melba, Melba had a tumultuous personal life, including a troubled marriage and rumored affairs. The dessert, consisting of poached peaches, vanilla ice cream, and raspberry sauce, was created while she was a guest at the Savoy Hotel. Escoffier and Caesar Ritz were later sacked from the Savoy for larceny, embezzlement, and fraud, adding to the scandalous aura surrounding the dessert. Melba's affair with the Duke of Orleans was widely publicized, making her a subject of gossip and intrigue. Pavlova, named after the Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova, who was celebrated for her beauty and talent. Pavlova's life was filled with rumors of romantic entanglements, and the dessert named after her has sparked a long-standing rivalry between Australia and New Zealand over its true origin. The debate over the dessert's origins has been a source of national pride and contention for decades. Pavlova's rumored relationships with influential figures in the arts and politics added to her mystique and the allure of the dessert. Named in her honor, Lady Morgan Soup, named after Lady Sydney Morgan, an Irish novelist and socialite known for her controversial writings and outspoken views. She was often at the center of social scandals due to her progressive ideas and her close relationships with influential men of her time. Her bold personality and defiance of societal norms made her a notorious figure in literary and social circles. Lady Morgan's numerous affairs and her defiance of traditional gender roles made her a subject of both admiration and scandal. Omelette Arnold Bennett, named after the English writer Arnold Bennett, who was known for his high-profile affairs and scandalous personal life. The dish was created at the Savoy Hotel in London, where Bennett often stayed and wrote some of his most famous works. His relationships and the luxurious lifestyle he led at the Savoy added to his reputation as a scandalous figure in Edwardian society. Bennett's affair with actress Marguerite Broadfoot and his refusal of a knighthood due to his controversial views on marriage and relationships further cemented his scandalous reputation. Nellie Melba's romantic affairs. Nellie Melba, born Helen Porter Mitchell, was an Australian operatic soprano who became one of the most famous singers of the late Victorian era and the early 20th century. Her personal life was as dramatic as her stage performances, filled with romantic entanglements and scandals. Melba's first marriage was to Charles Nesbitt Frederick Armstrong, an Irish sugar plantation manager. The marriage was troubled from the start, and Melba left Armstrong after a few years, taking their son with her. She moved to Europe to pursue her singing career, and the couple eventually divorced in 1900. One of her most notable affairs was with Philippe, Duke of Orleans, a member of the French royal family. Their relationship caused quite a scandal. The affair was widely gossiped about and added to Melba's notoriety. Another rumored affair was with the renowned French chef Auguste Escoffier, who created the famous dessert Peach Melba in her honor. Melba's relationships and her tumultuous personal life made her a subject of fascination and gossip in high society. Peach Melba recipe. Ingredients: 6 ripe peaches, peeled and pitted, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, 3/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1 12-ounce package of frozen raspberries, unsweetened, thawed in a bowl, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of water, 1 1/2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1/4 teaspoon of lemon zest, 1 container of vanilla ice cream. Preparation method: 1. Peel and pit the peaches. 2. Thaw the raspberries in a bowl. 3. Prepare a simple syrup by combining 1 1/4 cups of sugar with 2 cups of water in a deep, wide skillet. Cooking instructions: 1. Heat the sugar and water in the skillet until boiling. After the sugar dissolves, add the peaches in a single layer. Reduce heat to just under simmering and poach, cover for 5 minutes. Using tongs or a slotted spoon, gently turn all the peaches over, cover, and continue poaching for 3 minutes. Remove the skillet from heat and allow the peaches to sit in the hot syrup for an additional 4 minutes. Stir in the vanilla extract. Chill the peaches in the syrup for at least 1 hour. 2. For the sauce, push the raspberries and juice from thawing through a fine mesh sieve, and then discard the seeds and solids. Set aside, bring 1/3 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of water to a boil for 2 minutes and remove from heat. Stir in the lemon juice and zest. Stir the simple syrup sugar mixture into the seedless raspberry puree and chill for 30 minutes. 3. Layer the peaches and raspberries over vanilla ice cream in frosted dishes and serve immediately. Pro tips. Use ripe but firm peaches to ensure they hold their shape during poaching. Chill the serving dishes in the freezer ahead of time to keep the dessert cold and refreshing. For an extra touch, add a splash of peach liqueur to the poaching syrup. Anna Pavlova. Anna Pavlova, the renowned Russian ballerina, was celebrated for her grace and talent. She became one of the most famous dancers of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Pavlova's early life was marked by hardship. Born into a poor family, she was raised by her mother after her father's death. Her passion for ballet began when her mother took her to a performance of The Sleeping Beauty. Despite her physical challenges, including severely arched feet and thin ankles, Pavlova's determination led her to become a principal artist of the Imperial Russian Ballet. Throughout her career, Pavlova was linked to several influential men. One of the most notable was Victor Dander, her manager and companion. Although they never married, their relationship was widely known and speculated upon. Dander was devoted to Pavlova, managing her career and accompanying her on tour around the world. Their relationship was both professional and personal, and Dander remained by her side until her death. Another rumored affair was with the Italian tenor Enrico Caruso. Their close friendship and mutual admiration led to speculation about a romantic relationship. Pavlova's charm and beauty attracted many admirers, and her personal life was often the subject of gossip and intrigue. Pavlova recipe. Ingredients: 6 large egg whites, 350 grams of castor sugar, 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of corn flour, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 300 milliliters of heavy cream, fresh fruits such as strawberries, kiwi, and passion fruit. Preparation method. 1. Preheat your oven to 130 degrees Celsius, 266 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. Line a baking tray with parchment paper and draw a circle about 20 centimeters in diameter as a guide. 3. Separate the egg whites from the yolks, ensuring no yolk gets into the whites. 4. Measure out the castor sugar, white wine vinegar, corn flour, and vanilla extract. Cooking instructions. 1. In a large, clean bowl, whisk the egg whites until they form soft peaks. Gradually add the castor sugar, 1 tablespoon at a time, whisking continuously until the mixture is thick and glossy. This should take about 10 minutes. To add, gently fold in the white wine vinegar, corn flour, and vanilla extract until well combined. 3. Spoon the meringue mixture onto the prepared baking tray. Using the circle as a guide, shape it into a round with slightly raised edges. For baking the preheated oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes, turn off the oven and leave the pavlova inside to cool completely. This helps prevent cracks. 5. Once cooled, whip the heavy cream until it forms soft peaks. Spread the whipped cream over the pavlova base. 6. Top with fresh fruits such as strawberries, kiwi, and passion fruit. Pro tips. Use room temperature eggs for better volume and stability in the meringue. Avoid opening the oven door during baking to prevent the pavlova from collapsing. Lady Sydney Morgan's romantic affairs. Lady Sydney Morgan, born Sydney Owenson, was an Irish novelist and socialite known for her controversial writings and outspoken views. She was a prominent literary figure in the early 19th century, and her personal life was filled with intrigue and scandal. Sidney's early life was marked by financial hardship and a quest for independence. She began her career as a governess, but her talent for writing soon brought her into the literary spotlight. Her first novel, The Wild Irish Girl, published in 1806, was a romantic and political work that garnered both praise and criticism. In 1812, Sidney married Sir Thomas Charles Morgan, an eminent physician. Their marriage was unconventional for the time, as Sidney continued to pursue her literary career and maintain her independence. The couple moved to London, where they became prominent figures in fashionable and literary circles. Lady Morgan's outspoken views and progressive ideas often put her at odds with the conservative society of her time. She was known for her close relationships with influential men, including poets Percy Bysshe Shelley and Lord Byron, who defended her work against harsh criticism. Her elaborate study of France under the Bourbon Restoration in 1817 was attacked with outrageous fury, and she was accused of Jacobinism, falsehood, licentiousness, and impiety. Despite the controversies, Lady Morgan remained a celebrated and influential figure. Her numerous affairs and defiance of traditional gender roles made her a subject of both admiration and scandal. Lady Morgan's soup recipe. Ingredients: 1 medium brill filleted, 1 sole filleted, 1 small eel filleted, trimmings and bones from the brill, sole, and eel, 1 bottle of champagne, 2 carrots, chopped, 2 celery stalks, chopped, 1 onion, chopped, 2 cloves of garlic, minced, 1 bay leaf, salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste, 1 cup of heavy cream, fresh parsley, chopped for garnish. Preparation method: 1. Fillet the brill, sole, and eel, and set the fillets aside. 2. Chop the carrots, celery, and onion. 4. Prepare the fish stock by simmering the trimmings and bones with water, bay leaf, salt, and pepper for about 30 minutes. Strain the stock and set aside. Cooking instructions: 1. In a large pot, combine the fish stock, champagne, carrots, celery, onion, and garlic. Bring to a boil, then reduce the heat and simmer for 20 minutes. 2. Add the fish fillets to the pot and cook for about 10 minutes or until the fish is cooked through. 3. Remove the fish fillets and set aside. Strain the soup to remove the vegetables and return the liquid to the pot. 4. Stir in the heavy cream and season with salt and pepper to taste. Simmer for another 5 minutes. 5. To serve, place the fish fillets in bowls and ladle the soup over them. Garnish with fresh parsley. Arnold Bennett was a British novelist, playwright, and critic known for his detailed and realistic portrayal of everyday life. His personal life was marked by romantic entanglements and scandals. Bennett's first significant relationship was with Marguerite Sully, an actress whom he married. Their marriage was tumultuous, marked by frequent separations and reconciliations. After his separation from Marguerite, Bennett became involved with Dorothy Cheston, an English actress. Their relationship was intense, and they lived together for the last decade of Bennett's life. Omelette Arnold Bennett recipe. Ingredients: 1 indited smoked haddock fillet, 700 milliliters of milk, 2 cloves, 1 bay leaf, a few parsley stalks, 1 onion, chopped, 5 large eggs, plus 2 yolks, 15 grams of butter, plus extra for cooking, 15 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of Parmesan, finely grated, 1 tablespoon of creme fraiche, salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. 1. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. Chop the onion and parsley stalks. 3. Measure out the milk, butter, flour, Parmesan, and creme fraiche. 4. Separate the egg yolks from the whites for the additional 2 yolks. Cooking instructions: 1. Put the milk, cloves, bay leaf, parsley stalks, and chopped onion in a wide, shallow pan and bring to a boil. Remove from the heat and leave to infuse for 10 minutes. 2. Bring the milk back to a simmer. Cut the haddock fillet in half and place in the milk, making sure it is submerged. Turn off the heat. place a lid on the pan and leave to gently poach in the milk for 10 minutes or until the fish is cooked and the flesh flakes easily. Remove the haddock from the pan and reserve the poaching liquor. Once cool enough to handle, remove and discard any bones and skin. Flake the flesh into large pieces and set aside. 3. Strain the milk and measure out 300 milliliters into a saucepan and reheat. Whisk the 5 whole eggs in a bowl and season with salt and pepper. 4. To make a bechamel sauce, melt the butter in a clean pan. Stir in the flour and continue cooking for a few minutes. Slowly add the warm milk, whisking the whole time. Keep cooking over a gentle heat for about 5 minutes until it is the consistency of wallpaper paste. Then take off the heat, season to taste, and transfer to a bowl. 5. Melt a knob of butter in a 23 cm cast iron pan or heavy base frying pan. Cook the whisked eggs over a very gentle heat until just set on the bottom, but still liquid on top. Sprinkle with the parmesan and add the flaked haddock to the pan. Mix the bechamel sauce with the egg yolks and creme fraiche. Spoon this on top of the haddock. Then use a blowtorch to glaze the top, alternatively place under a grill preheated to the hottest setting. Move the flame over the omelet until it is golden brown and caramelized. Serve in the pan.
Tired of the same old boring meals that leave you feeling sluggish?
Crazy.
Introducing the Shrimp Boat Podcast. Quick, easy, and perfect meal for those on the go. Plus, it's free. Listen in wherever you get your podcasts.
Home chefs, rejoice! We've got a game changer for you. Introducing our recipe books on Amazon Books. That's the Shrimp Boat on Amazon Books.